nice ride to end the week, and then get to this corner just pretty close to home. Hit some ice, there was no saving it, bike was going down. Silly way to end the week. Hi guys, and welcome to week 13 of the series. Now normally I do this prologue on a Monday when I'm out on my ride, and I did do that, but after editing the video for the previous week I ended up deleting all of Monday's clips by accident, so that's been lost to the ether, unfortunately. But yeah, just going to give a rundown of the plan for the week. So end of last week I wasn't feeling too great. I'd been dealing with illness for most of the week and trying to battle it off, and then on the Sunday I wasn't feeling great and decided to just take an extra rest day just to hopefully feel a bit better. Then got a really good night's sleep on the Sunday, so started with 12 hours, and then I got out on the Monday for just 3 hours standard zone 2 on the bike, and the heart rate was pretty high, but my throat was feeling a lot better, like the cells were had some cells lining the throat again finally. But yeah, feeling like I was on the road to recovery on Monday, which is really good. Just need to be sensible for the rest of the week, just to make sure that I'm not overdoing it, nip it in the bud and get rid of it for certain. So just going to be sensible with the riding and trying to get as much sleep as possible. Yeah, week 13 of the series, so a quarter of a year doing this cycling thing full time, which is quite scary, but really exciting as well, because there's never been a time in my life when I've been able to be this consistent with my training for a prolonged period of time, like 13 weeks. So yeah, just can't. I've already seen a few of the results from just a couple of Zwift Academy sessions that I've done. But yeah, the real results are going to be coming in the new year when I actually start racing for real. So I'm really excited to see what happens there. After doing it for 13 weeks, I know this is definitely what I want to be doing for the next couple of years or so, just to give this cycling thing a real good the shot it deserves. Basically, the only way to find out how far you can go in the sport is to take it really seriously for a certain amount of time. So I couldn't be thinking of anything else I'd be doing with my life right now. This is definitely what I want to be doing. So take the opportunity I've got, and I'm taking it super seriously. Like, I'm treating it like my job, basically. That's how I think of it. There's so many other things I could be doing in my life right now. I could really be trying to pursue a career in chemistry. You got to weigh up the opportunity cost of what you're doing. So yeah, I'm not taking it lightly. It's not just having fun and rocking out of bed and doing an hour on the bike. Like, it's hard work. But yeah, it's 100% what I want to be doing, and it doesn't feel like a job, even though that's how I'm treating it. So yeah, can't wait to see how we do in the new year when we actually start competing, because I mean that's what we're doing the winter training for at the end of the day. Morning guys, it's Tuesday and we're on Zwift today. We're doing the first Zwift race of Zwift Academy. Feeling a lot better than yesterday, which is positive, so we'll see how we deal with a little bit of intensity doing this race. Started the warm-up now, but generally feeling alright, so hopefully we're okay. Just got 35 minutes or so to do my warm-up, do some sprints, and then I'll join the race. First ever Zwift race, so see how it goes. I'm in A category, because it makes sense. 50 other people in the A race, so yeah, not sure what to expect. Just have a good burn, you know. Bought the Zwift Aero bike, which is one of the best all-around bikes that you can get. You don't have to be a very high level to get it, so it's like level 8, 300,000 credits, whatever it's called, drops. So yeah, that's a very up there with some of the best bikes you can get in Zwift, I think, so shouldn't be held back by that. Get this bike and then don't have to think about it, you know. The countdown has begun. The bottom left, 15-minute countdown before the race starts. Lovely, less than 15 minutes to go, and all my devices have lost connection. Rebooted the computer and now I've got less than 5 minutes to go. They're coming up now. Yeah, we should be fine to get in the race, but I've only got 5 minutes. Just a bit stressful, I guess. Come on, cadence, there we go. Literally got 2 minutes left Fucking hell. I don't need that. I don't need that. Bloody ridiculous. I need to update my freaking weight as well. It's not letting me update my weight. I should be 84.18 this morning, but if it's not letting me change it, it's not letting me change it, so whatever. I'll be 300 grams heavier than I actually am. That's bloody ridiculous. They got it so hard. Like, you're burning matches to start off with, and then recovery pace is high tempo / threshold. And yeah, I felt alright, and then last climb before the finish, and I'm doing 550 watts, and I got spat out the back on that. I held good power to try and catch them back up, but they're drafting in a bunch, so they were long gone. And a horrible little climb at the finish as well. I don't even know when the leaders got away, and we clawed them back. But it must have only been half the bunch, because there was like 16 people up the road that weren't even on the radar, probably like a minute ahead somehow. So yeah, pretty ridiculous. I was trying to follow moves early on, and that probably wasn't a good idea. I just need to, well, easier said than done, but see the decisive move and stick with that rather than just a couple of people going up the road. So yeah, bit annoying that, a bit disappointing. No more Zwift for me. I'm going to go out on the bike instead because it's actually a nice day. There were obviously some factors that are completely out of my control, like I know the weight didn't make wouldn't have made much of a difference, hardly anything, but I wasn't able to change the weight because I had that issue with my equipment disconnected with 10 minutes to go, and I had to reboot the computer and try and get them connected. And I literally got in the race with 2 minutes left to go. I had to set up a few more things, and I was literally started spinning with 30 seconds left to go. So that wasn't good, and I didn't just sprint off the start like everyone does. I held a more constant power. So I probably should have done a little bit of a sprint just to get yourself up there, and completely messed up on that penultimate climb. They're just so much shorter than I realised. Probably a 30-second climb, so I should be doing 800 watts, but I was treating it more like a 2-minute climb and 1 minute, 2 minute climb, and doing high 500s and being like, should be absolutely fine here. But obviously I need to just spank it on the climb, because they gapped me on that climb, which was a bit stupid. And yeah, I need to be making that front split. I can't be riding in the second group, and need to be up there / winning these races to even be in contention really. So yeah, I mean, plenty more attempts to do these again. So yeah, I'll look in the calendar and pencil in when I feel like I'm ready to have a go at another one. Main thing is that I've got to try and remember is I felt actually all right after being ill for the past week or so. Feeling pretty good today, and yeah, showed in power that power was nothing wrong with my power today. It was pretty decent, and heart rate was getting up to my sort of max heart rate, so no issue with the heart rate being too low, being excessively high on the easy riding. So that's a good sign. Also need to be careful not to overdo it, and if there's still some lingering illness, that it just comes back again. So needs to be sensible with it. But I was able to handle some intensity. Felt fine with that intensity today. Like, it wasn't easy, but it shouldn't be easy. Like a full gas 30-minute race is it's not going to be easy. So yeah, like I said, get out for a real ride today now. It would have been no fun to win my first Zwift race anyway, so kind of glad I got absolutely spanked, so that I can come back stronger, and when I do get a win, it will feel a lot better. Ooh, it's gorgeous. Much better than Zwift. On the post-Zwift race ride now, and I know it's way too meta, but I've been thinking about my next Zwift race and the other workouts that I've got to do lessons with Academy. Definitely want to repeat that race to get a better result based on just having better tactics during the race. Next week, where I do 3 sessions, two or three of those being the races. I also want to repeat the workout for the tabada workout, to repeat that at a higher intensity, and that's also a very good training session to improve the fitness. And with the illness, my fitness has probably come down a bit, so hopefully I'm feeling all right today. Like I say, hopefully I'm fully recovered from the illness, but we'll have to see over the next couple of days if that is the case, because yeah, obviously today would stress out my nervous system quite a lot. Basically use this week and next week as doing the workouts, but using them as sessions to get fitter, and then in the last 2 weeks execute the last 4 workouts, which are all test workouts. So the 2 minute 30-second max efforts, and then the 5 minute and the 8 minute max effort, which I do in the final week. So, adjusting the plan, but because of the illness, because obviously wanted to repeat that tabata workout last week, but only did the one session last week, and it was a lower intensity to what I was aiming for. So yeah, I think these races are actually going to be really good for improving the fitness, and it makes sense why people love doing them. And yeah, I think I'm slightly hooked as well. Finished that race, disappointed in myself, and then just like, okay, when am I racing next? Okay, 2 days time, I'll book in for another one. Hi guys, it's Wednesday. We're just out for ZT ride today. 3 hours, pretty standard. Looks like we're doing 3 hours every day this week. It's been nicer at the weekend, so I'll get out. But then, feeling better. Heart rate back under control, I'd say. Throat a little bit parched, I guess, but not too bad. So, session yesterday definitely took a little bit out of me, but hopefully it hasn't hindered with my recovery. I'll have to see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Planning on doing another go at that Zwift race. Just have to play it by ear. If I'm not feeling good, then doing that race is not going to be a good idea, so need to try and be sensible. Wet and windy one, but more miles in the bank, you know. Yeah, feeling a little bit chesty, but heart rate was nice and under control, which is good. Back to normal sort of numbers, and yeah, it's not anything out of the it doesn't feel like anything too major, like the sort of chestiness you get after a session, rather than okay, I'm really ill, I need to ease off. But yeah, like I said, we need to still be sensible with it and see how I'm feeling day by day, basically. Morning guys, it's Thursday. I'm just warming up for the Zwift race. Going to do race number 1 again, Rolling Highlands Loop, so 23k course, so about 30 minutes. Well, it was 30 minutes when I did it on Tuesday. 30-minute course with some sharp kickers at the end, which is the main thing that I failed at last time. Didn't go hard enough on those hills. Also need to go a bit harder at the start, sprint off the line rather than just holding a more steady power. So yeah, half an hour to do my warm-up now. Do it a lot better tactically, which is the main thing, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully getting in the top 10, ideally win, but don't know who's going to show up on the day, so yeah. Feeling good though. Throat's feeling fine, heart rate's feeling fine. Yeah, just feeling pretty good, recovered. So yeah, but see how the race goes. Just updating my settings before the race, because it wouldn't let me do it in the waiting room last time. Just finished all my sprints now as part of my warm-up, so just about to 10 minutes until the race, drop into the call room in a minute, feeling good. In the call room now, so got my fan ready to go. Just spinning for 3 minutes, I've got the coat back on until 4 minutes to go. Sprint off the line, monitor who's making moves off the front, and there's probably going to be a decisive move, and the key is going to be sticking with that move, not missing it. Survive with that group until the end. We're going to drill it on the penultimate climb, 30 seconds at 700-800 watts. Hold on for the finish, I guess. Probably ideally try and make a move on that descent flat between the 2 climbs. Key is to race it a lot tactically better than Tuesday, because power was fine on Tuesday. It was my tactics that I wasn't happy with. So yeah. Whew. Feeling a lot more ready for this one with my equipment working and I'm in the call room ready to go. Much better. Went so much deeper. Oh my god. 11th place, but I get punished so badly for my weight on those climbs. I had to drill it up the penultimate to keep contact. Then on that descent, I was so tired, I tried to recover a little bit, couldn't attack, but was able to drill it a little bit on the final climb. But yeah, 1.5 minutes quicker than the other day, so that was a lot harder. 404 watts average compared to last time, which was 390. Yeah, look at that. Like, I know watts per kilo is significant, but on a course like this, I swear these light boys are getting an advantage. Those heavy boys, oh, struggling, but really good that. Happy with that. Don't need to do that race again. Can move on to the next one. There we go. Yeah, really couldn't have gone much deeper there. And I feel like I raced it really well. There was no split of the front group. It was a larger front group that I was just in contact with the whole time. But yeah, when splits looked like they were occurring, when it was stringing out, had to make some decently big surges just to keep contact. So yeah, very happy with how I raced it. I didn't have the energy. I was just keeping up with those boys, so I didn't have the energy to do any attacks off the front really. I had an aero boost once and I rolled off the front. After you roll through the pack with the draft, you like get spit off the front kind of when you're heavier. So I used that aero power up to do a little bit of a break, but I was not committing to it at all. It was literally just to get some distance before going into the bottom of a climb. So yeah, I conserved as much energy as possible, which still means I ride in high threshold for most of the race. And then yeah, I drilled it on that penultimate climb, which was the plan. Stayed in contact with the boys, managed to stay in draft on the descent, and then tried my best to attack on that final climb. But being heavier, you get so punished, you know. So yeah, good job. Happy with that. Cool down now to 40 minutes, an hour. Might be too dead. Might have to hop off after half an hour. Clear the lactic. I'm not getting out. It's not very nice today. Just joining a group ride. 2 point something watts per kilo, so forced me to keep moving. Cooling down now. Got this dull ache in my knee. I had the same dull ache in the other knee when I was trying to fall asleep last night. Yeah, quads are probably just quite tired, so probably try and, oh, yeah, it'd be good to roll them out this afternoon and do some deep tissue work, because I reckon it's just fatigue quads that my knees are just like, we're tired, we don't want to do this anymore. 40 minutes cool down, that'll do me. Oh, need to do some massage work on the legs for sure. Not impressed. Training Peaks have given me a notification that my FTP has gone up to 393, clearly based on the best 20-minute of that Zwift race. It must have been in the around 4:15, I reckon. So yeah, nice little jump, but could probably manage 420 watts for 20 minutes if I did a straight up 20-minute test, but encroach gradually on that 400 watt elusive 400 watt FTP, but we'll get it when we get it. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Now my brand new Osceola came in the post today after this one, my original one, a couple of week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So they just, after we weren't able to diagnose the issue, weren't able to fix it, so they just sent me out a new one. So just charging that up now, and then I'll install it on the bike for tomorrow's ride, which is nice to have power again. Brand new Osceola installed on the bike. Very nice. Morning guys, Friday, absolutely gorgeous day. Cold, but now the sun's out, it's starting to warm up a little bit, so amazing day for it. Out for 5 hours today. New osteoma seems to be paired up absolutely fine, which is good. Yeah, try and keep it in nice, pristine condition. Should last another 5 years or whatever. So, yeah. Look at this. Wow. First 2.5 hours was lovely, just heading south with a nice tailwind, and then 4 hours and 105, 106k in now, and yeah, this last 90 minutes has been hard work. Battling a headwind all the way, and it's really cold. The wind's really cold, so need to start putting that silly hat on to keep the noggin a bit warmer. It's a little bit cold during winter. Yeah, it's winter, mate. Just catching the last of the sun. It's getting really red as the sun's setting. Ears can finally warm up now. Very dry ride, gorgeous weather. So it's probably the first ride in months, 2 months or so, that I won't have to clean the bike immediately after my ride, because that's looking in decent enough nick that I can get away with riding it tomorrow and maybe just give it a wipe down tomorrow. But yeah, so that's good. Very good for winter. I see him is all happy as well. I was trying a little bit to, because this cleat's very tight, I was trying a little bit to unclip with the other foot to normal, so unclipping my right foot rather than my left foot. It's funny how competent I am doing one, and then the other I can still almost fall over, like I've only just started using clipless pedals. But I think it'd be good to be able to be competent doing both-sided. Bloody cold this morning. First hour and a bit with a group. Now heading up Mamnik by myself. Able to keep some more steady power now, so hopefully my toes won't be so cold. Because yeah, it's not warm today. Some ice on the roads as well. Yeah, I need to be careful of that as well. Really catching the sun now. Standing in the sun, I feel nice and toasty actually. This is lovely. I don't know how I've done this, but I've scratched up the osteoma already. Yeah, I normally unclip with my left foot. I was trying yesterday to unclip with my right foot and keep this pedal in, but yeah, I've managed to. Not as bad as the other one yet, but if I keep doing it, I'm probably going to end up scratching it up, so I need to learn to unclip with the right foot, I reckon. All the effort to try and not scratch it up like the other one, and I've lasted about 7 hours. Bloody hell. Come on, Tom. Take care of your toys. Nice ride to end the week, and then get to this corner, just pretty close to home, 20 minutes away, and it's always wet this corner, but for whatever reason I didn't put 2 and 2 together that it would be a good chance of ice, and yeah, hit some ice. There was no saving it, bike was going down. Yeah, just right over the handlebars, landed on my face, but helmets, yeah, I mean, if something's wrong, I'm in shock at the moment, so I feel fine, but we'll have to just see until we get home. A bit ripped up, but yeah, just 20 minutes to get home and just take it sensible. And yeah, silly way to end the week, that, but you know, whatever. Home now, shoulder kind of achy, but it's normally kind of like that, where my shoulder and my tricep are achy from holding a sort of aero position on the bike, but I did fall on the right side, so I might have messed up my shoulder a little bit. The rear cage is bent on the rear derailleur, so on the TT bike indoors all of next week. But the battle scars. You fucking donkey, Thomas Lee. Shoulder just looks like it's bruised, so rather than looking not like a shoulder, so I think that should be okay as well. Yeah, just hopefully just a bit shook up. And damage is going to be to the bike.
The bike actually seems generally alright, apart from the rear derailleur. So I thought it was the rear derailleur that was bent, but it's actually just the hanger. So it's just the hanger that's bent. I think the rear derailleur itself is fine. I have a replacement hanger, but the issue is that these bolts that hold in the derailleur hanger are stripped. So I might have to try and drill these out to replace the hanger. So I'll have a think about if that's going to be my only solution. Might speak to the bike shop and see if that's going to be the best solution. But I might be able to do that myself, really. Drilled out some bolts the other day with my dad, but obviously just need to be careful because don't want to ruin the rest of the bike in trying to do this. But yeah, drilling out the bolts might be the only solution, really. To be honest, that might not be as bad as I thought it was, really. So yeah.